Dr. Bob is definitely one of the best educators, teachers I've ever had. He's one of those people that right away you can tell he is genuine, he has good intentions, he wants you to learn what you need to learn. And he's very good at incorporating real world examples. And I just think that's something I'm so impressed by with him is that he is able to reach everybody's learning style. His teaching is so varied and it's just so encouraging, and he really is a teacher that I want to be like. Like, I think about his classes very often as I'm a teacher now, and he's just taught us so many great strategies and what it really means to be a teacher. After knowing him for about 4 years now, I can say that he's my mentor, but he's also my friend, and I know that he always has my best interests at heart, and I just feel like all of us who have had him as a professor feel the same way, and we know that if we need anything, he'll take the time to talk to us, and we're just all really lucky to have him. So we love you, Dr. Bob.
Dr. Bob's been like a personal role model for me. He's been someone to look up to. Obviously, he's already done the major for us in teaching from his own practice and giving us inspiration of what we want to do. I switched my major and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do in life, but as soon as I came into his classroom, I was pretty sure that this was it.
Dr. Bob is a great teacher because he makes us all feel very motivated to be great teachers once we get outside of his class because we've taken his class. And whenever I'm around any other art teachers from Indiana or the area, as soon as you say Purdue, they know Dr. Bob, and it puts a smile on their face.
Dr. Bob is my favorite professor because he makes the classroom such an inviting atmosphere. It's the first time that I've ever felt like I've actually truly learned something. He's just constantly telling stories from his past and his past experiences, and he's truly one of the best people to learn from.
Dr. Bob has so many different qualities that make him a phenomenal teacher. One that stands out to me is the difference between him and other professors at this university is it's so easy to feel lost in the number of students, and never once did I feel that way in Dr. Bob's class. He makes it known that he cares about you and that you are important and that your opinion's valued. And he has so many traits that I aspire to model in my own teaching in my own classroom that I'm so grateful to have been taught by him. He's extraordinary.
Dr. Bob is just the best professor, hands down, anywhere. I came here from Loyola, Chicago, not really knowing what to expect, but when I walked into Dr. Bob's room, it was just nothing like I had ever experienced before in college. And people say like college is a scary place, but Dr. Bob takes that all away. Definitely not scary, nothing to be afraid of. The future is yours, and he makes that known.
Dr. Bob is an incredible teacher, and he really gave us a realistic view of what teaching was going to be like. He didn't candy coat it or teach us just the basics. He kind of took us into what it was actually going to be like. There was going to be hard days sometimes, and it kind of helped to prepare me. And not only did he kind of inspire me in the classroom, but he taught the teacher who I had in high school who inspired me to go into art education in the first place. So the fact that he inspired someone else to be such an incredible teacher made me want to be a teacher in the first place.
One of the things that I've noticed that Dr. Bob does really well is that no matter how much stress he's under and how little sleep he's had the night before and how many responsibilities he's working on, he always comes to class with his A game. He's always super enthusiastic, makes everybody super happy to be there. His class is definitely always the highlight of my day, and I know there's plenty of people that agree with me. He always says that the art ed program, we're all extraordinary and we're all going to be great teachers, but I think we can all agree, everyone who's had him, that he's definitely one of the most extraordinary and just overall wonderful and amazing professors that I've ever had, and definitely just one of the most extraordinary people that I think I'll probably ever meet or have the pleasure of getting to know. And he definitely, like I said, he's the highlight of my day every time I see him, and he makes me proud to be in art education at Purdue.
Dr. Bob is an amazing teacher because he has high standards and meets each of his students where they're at to help them reach those standards and to become extraordinary teachers. However, as cheesy as it sounds, his goal isn't just to create amazing teachers, to educate the masses on the arts and their immense importance and impact on humanity. He teaches his students what it means to be truly human and shows us just how beautiful that could be. He genuinely cares for and believes in the potential of all of his students and the potential of young people in general. His realistic optimism, guidance, and joy are contagious and stir up a passion for learning in everyone he encounters. Thank you, Dr. Bob, for being a shining example of what it means to be extraordinary.
There's no classroom at Purdue that you can walk into that will feel more like home than Dr. Bob's art education classroom. I've never met an educator who is more dedicated not only to his field, but to the overall well-being of his students. Dr. Bob tells us all the time that an extraordinary teacher is someone who never stops learning and growing in order to help his or her students be successful. And I think that Dr. Bob embodies that entire sentiment. I think Dr. Bob goes above and beyond the standards set by ordinary teachers because he not only pushes his students towards excellence, he's really mindful of how his students are and their overall well-being because he knows how stressful a job in the field of education can be. Dr. Bob is an incredible person. He is an extraordinary teacher, and I don't think that there's anyone who is more worthy of recognition than Dr. Bob.